Hey everybody, Dr. Ben here with Arizonans for Safe Technology and Arizona Children's Health Defense. I wanted to give you guys an update on what is going on with the 5G fight and the recent court battle where we had a victory against the FCC and what that means in the big context of things and also what that means for us here in the state of Arizona. So I've been reading about this. Just watched the webinar with Children's Health Defense, Daphne Tackover, and have a good sense of what happened last week, what that victory was, what it means, and what it means for us here. So if you didn't hear the news, last year, Children's Health Defense and the Environmental Health Trust sued the FCC over their guidelines. And so both of them had actually sued the FCC separately and then decided to join forces in their case and sue them. And as we know, these cases take a long time. That lawsuit was filed early 2020, and they just got a ruling in the Court of Appeals, which is the second highest court in the United States, last week. I believe it was on Friday. And so what they sued the FCC over was their safety guidelines. That basically that the FCC says that if you're exposed to this amount of radiation, it's safe. So as long as you're exposed to this amount or less, it's safe. And why they had sued them was because those guidelines were created in 1996, 25 years ago. So that was before text messages existed. That was before 4G and broadband wireless existed. That was definitely before 5G existed. That was before smart meters existed. That was before this whole Internet of Things, the whole wireless landscape that we're exposed to now. This was before Wi-Fi existed. All these technologies that we accept as just a normal part of everyday life in the 2020s did not exist in 1996 when the FCC set their guidelines for allowable amounts of radiation. And so what that has done is that has allowed tech companies, the smart meter guys, the Wi-Fi guys, the cell phone guys, the cell tower guys, all these people to say, well, it's within the FCC guidelines. The FCC said it's safe, so we're good. Nothing to see here. And of course, we know that people are getting injured by these technologies, that these technologies are dangerous. These technologies are causing harm. These technologies are causing 9 different types of cancer. These technologies are causing sleep disturbances. These technologies are causing anxiety problems. These technologies are causing heart problems, heart attacks, heart arrhythmias. The list goes on. And that's just to humans. Of course, there is impact to the environment. There is impact to the pollinators, the insects, the plants. There's a lot of bad stuff going on. But we're using guidelines that are 25 years outdated. 25 years outdated. And so basically, Children's Health Defense and Environmental Health Trust sued the FCC and basically said these guidelines are out of date and you're basically using outdated science to justify them, and you need to look at all the new science that's come out in the last 25 years and essentially reassess and reevaluate. So this is not victory over 5G. This is not we haven't won the war yet, but this is a major win in the battle, because now the FCC, the companies that are regulated under the FCC, can no longer hang their hat on the FCC says it's safe, because we basically just blew that out of the water in court and showed that their safety guidelines are 25 years out of date and can no longer be used. So, of course, will the FCC appeal this? Could it go to the Supreme Court? Absolutely. But for now, we have a major win on our hands when we're trying to fight smart meters, when we're trying to fight the 5G rollout, when we're trying to fight OTARD, when we're trying to fight all these unsafe wireless technologies. We can say, look, the FCC guidelines don't even apply anymore. They're out of date. They're no good. So don't hide behind that, because that's what a lot of politicians have done to us. That's what a lot of politicians, a lot of regulatory bodies have come to us and say, well, the FCC says it's okay, so, go pound sand. That's not a line they can hide behind anymore. So it is definitely a feather in our cap as we fight the battle. And so a big thing for us now in Arizona is going to be repealing what's called HB 2365 in 2022, which is the wireless bill that basically says these companies can build 5G towers anywhere they want, including on the sidewalks in front of people's houses and even on people's front lawns. We know this bill is egregious and terrible. We tried to fight it last year. We didn't really know what we were doing. This year, we got a good sense of what we're doing. And so I'm meeting with one of our state reps in a couple of weeks, and we're going to come up with a strategy. We're going to come up with a new bill, and I'm going to need y'all's help to push it through and work with your local state reps, your local state senators, not the Mark Kellys and the Kristen Sinemas, with the state reps, the people who are in the state capitol. Okay, because if we can turn over this bill, that's going to be a big victory for Arizona. So more info about that coming soon. For now, celebrate it, spread the word, let people know that the FCC guidelines are outdated, and one of the highest courts in the land agreed that it was so. So if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed to Arizona Children's Health Defense, it's az.childrenshealthdefense.org. Get on there, subscribe to the email list, and I will look forward to talking to you guys more soon.